Yeah, it's your boy Lorenzo King, aka Renz, Julian. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to King Ice. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all partnering up with your boy. Go and copy some shines at King Ice. Click on the link in the bio and go get you some new shine today, man. Yeah.
Ice.
King Ice, baby.
King Ice.
King Ice, man, we here.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice, baby, it's official.
Do you smell the sweet leaf? It's cooking.
It's hard.
Oh, I'm officially a rapper.
That's because you won the Grammy, bro.
What it y'all? It's your boy Renz Julian. We back again, episode 22. Renz 510 Radio, Eastbaykings podcast. Yeah, we usually talk sports over here, but you know I've been kind of sick, man, since the Niners lost the Super Bowl. Dubs ain't even making the playoffs. And yeah, man, ABA season didn't go how I wanted, quite how I thought, but you know, it is what it is. But now we back in the real world, you know what I mean? And this is a serious economy that we got going on right now. Like, I'm talking about serious in a bad way. So I'm back to hustle mode, man. That's why I named the title, man. Music industry is dead. I went back to trapping. Now, you can take it how you want to, man, but like, I'll go back to a former teammate of mine, another running back from Oakland, man, partner, long-time partner, man. He got his degree. He called me, he said, man, this shit is all bad out here. I'm right back on the turf, right back in the trap. You know what I'm saying? I won't name his name, but you know, that's kind of what is going on, man. People gotta be creative with the hustles and you know, a lot of tech companies laying off, a lot of businesses going out of business. You know, good thing, you know, I pretty much solidified multiple income streams and I'm good. You know, my family's taken care of, house is paid for, you know, food on the table, the whole nine. But, you know, the whole music industry is scrambling, trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out what to do. But we're gonna chop it up and get into it today. Now, real talk, man, if you an artist, you need to stop relying on these platforms, man. They just middlemen. It's the mafia, it's the mob. They in between you and the customer, man. So, you know, I came up in the out the trunk era. I went back to it, man, because I see how YouTube, Spotify, and all these companies work, man. And, you know, the artist is creating the work. You know, why do we need someone to deliver it to the fans, man? So that's what we got to do as artists, brainstorm and come up with a new way. I've been coming up with different ways. Shit, man. It is what it is. You got to get out there in front of the customer, direct to the consumer, man. And one way, I'll give you the game, man. Like, so that way you can double up and get paid while you're doing it. Go and jump into Uber, man. Go ahead and Uber and Lyft. Go ahead and hit up the turf where you from. You got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and pass out the flyer with your QR code on there. Just hit up you on social media and Spotify and everywhere else. Even though I just said I don't want to deal with that no more. But you got to get out there in front of them and then try to give them a little taste of what you got to offer, and then maybe they'll be your fan later on and sell. You can sell the CDs directly to them. I've been doing it, you know. It's just extra cash, it's tips. You know, I do it from time to time just to promote releases, man, and it's grew my following up. You know what I mean? Like, I know I ain't the biggest superstar out the Bay or nothing. I never claimed to be. I never really want to be. That's just a side hustle, another form of income, just to talk over beats and you know, build up a little revenue stream to do it while you're doing it, you know what I mean? But it's getting worse and worse. Spotify got this new threshold that you gotta have at least 1,000 streams per song for it to be even monetized. Meaning you're not even gonna get paid if you're not, you know, if you're a small fish in a big pond, like most independent artists, you're not even gonna get paid. You're doing it for free damn near. So yeah, man, fuck all that. Forget all that. That right there is you're just wasting time, man. So what I'm saying is just get back out there and meet the fans directly. Put on your own shows, book your own venues, book your own tour. That's the game I got from Several OGs, man. There's no industry out here. There's no major labels, and I know y'all see what's going on with the major label industry and what they doing and how to get in it and all that stuff. I never wanted to be a part of that, man. And now you see, I knew it was some weird, funny stuff going on with this, whatever, Diddy and all this homosexual, whatever they doing, man. Like, I never want to be nowhere near any of that type of energy, man. I ain't got nothing against nobody, but that ain't it. I knew it was run by people that were crooked, and I didn't know how far that they went with it and all that, as far as the parties and the rituals and the homo stuff. Like, damn. Well, it's a good thing that I didn't get signed. I didn't want to. There was a time I was trying to get a major deal and all that, but I'd rather just be independent. I'm doing well with multiple businesses going on that I can live well. You know what I'm saying? I done put in the work, and down the road we're gonna have to put that together and monetize that so I can get y'all the game. The game is to be sold, not told. So yeah, down the road I'll probably put a course together to teach artists, young entrepreneurs how to make six figures from home. How to make seven figures. How to do that and put it into your record label. My marketing company and record label is been running for about, I would say, I really started going hard since 2009, and that's all I've been doing, man. Just 100% no boss, don't answer to nobody, and that's the comfort zone, that I have. I never wanted to work for nobody, never wanted to be, doing retail, standing out there. Even though there's nothing against nobody that does it. I've done it before. I used to sell CDs. Actually, I used to sell cell phones in the mall. Started at Southland Mall in Hayward. And I couldn't focus on that, but I was selling weed and my CDs out of the kiosk. It's like, this is a while ago, over 10 years ago. But I learned how to deal with customers. I learned how to deal with people. I learned how to, do business and make deals and cut corners and hustle, man, and come up. And I won't, put it all out there, but I'm just telling you, sometimes you gotta just get out there and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure it out, and there's a lot of people whining and crying. You go on TikTok, you see all these people. I ain't never seen so much non-masculinity these days about dudes just whining and crying about how hard it is, and everybody, females too. Like, but the way I came up with, you don't show weakness, man. You go out there. If it's a problem, you gotta solve it. If you ain't got enough money, you gotta figure out how to get it. Don't sit up there and beg for handouts and cry about the industry or the government or this and that, man. You just look weak, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have heart, you gotta have hustle, you gotta have a mouthpiece, and you learn that by being out there, applying yourself, getting rejected, getting told no, getting fired. You know what I'm saying? Learning the system and then starting your own thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we'll get into that down the road. When it's ready, I'm gonna put a course out there for y'all so you can learn some of the hustles and techniques that have allowed me to, be successful in the world. Homeowner, business owner, money in the bank, kids taken care of, and it ain't all great, man, because it's been a lot of hate, a lot of backstabbing and betrayal. A lot of that, man. My whole life story is backstabbing, betrayal, abandonment, but I never stopped. And I just want to give that same mentality and pass that along to the next generation, because there's people out here that probably feel like they don't know what to do, ready to commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? Ready to just say, crash out and just go rob a bank or bipping, whatever the hell you want to do. That ain't the answer, man. Like, that ain't it. And I want to tap in with people, if they're serious, they want to learn the hustle, learn the game. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring you in. And you know, that's a part of what East Bay Kings is about. Field of Dreams Entertainment, you know, is being a mentor and being able to, you know, have people learn the ropes, and you ain't gotta suffer because I already did. I already suffered for you. So all this, you know, people want to be not listen and want to be the alpha man, and you don't want to listen to no other man. That's just holding you back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn from somebody. You're gonna be out there bumping your head, you know, screwing up, messing up, and, you know, working harder, not smarter, when you could have just went to the source and you know, humble yourself, ask questions, and take criticism and advice. So that goes for, you know, everybody, all of us. I still got a lot to learn, but, you know, I feel like I've been blessed, and I want to give them blessings back out to the people, man. So y'all got to tap in. So as an artist, you know, what can you do, or you know, as an entrepreneur in general, that's what you are. You got to have your own website, you know, your own product, ownership of the masters and all of that. That's great, you know, but there's other platforms out there. You know, like I said, the game is oversaturated on these places to where they don't have to pay you as much. So we gotta either figure out our own platform individually. Like if you have it like that, and you can make your own app, or get your own subscribers to just sign up on your website. I mean, that right there, I think, would be the jug of the century, where you don't need nobody, you don't need no label, you don't need no social media. They just coming to you. That's not easy, man. Like, so we as artists, we gotta figure it out. I know everybody acting hard like they making so much money, and they, you know, they don't need no help, or the people at the top ain't trying to let the up and coming artists break in, and they're keeping secrets and all that type of stuff, man. But I mean, that right there is the karma will come back to you, man, because what goes up will come down, you know, straight up. But what I'm saying is, for me, I could probably do a little bit more with live streaming and to start building up the community more. Of course, I could definitely perform more, but I just don't like how shady the promotion game is, and there is no industry out here like you would think. You know, but I've heard of like major artists booking their own venues for tours and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I wish there was more hours in the day, and I probably would, you know, be able to do more of that out and about type of promo. And as far as setting up my own tour, that could be something that happens down the road. But you know, it's on me to figure it out. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. I got a lot of them, and I think you know, I have something that for me has been revolutionary, because you don't see me getting no big advances or budgets from Empire or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all me. All these big names you seen on my albums and my, you know, on everything, on the radio, on some of my songs, all these features, you know, I did that on my own, man. Beats I did on my own. You know what I mean? Like, promo, you see me on BET Jams and things like that. Like, I didn't really get much help, man. It's just hustle, networking. There's no label coming in there holding my hand to do anything. So I like to know from some of the bigger artists out there that are you know, up in the millions on Spotify and making the easy 7 figures. I like to network with them and see what the hell is it that they doing. You know what I'm saying? And what is it that the fans want to see? Because it seems to change. People so fickle. You know, like, I came up in the era when it was about lyrics and being lyrical. And, you know, nowadays I know that ain't it. People don't seem to care. They just want to be ratchet and be in the club and chant something hella simple that a 2-year-old could have made up. And that's you know, when I write a song, man, I want to perfect it and make it, you know, that would stand the test of time to where in the golden era where you know, freestyling or you battling somebody, you got to have bars, man. And that's, it just, to me, it seemed like that ain't really been important as far as getting radio play and blowing up or going platinum. That definitely ain't it. And I've been told by promoters that ain't it. You got to have a gimmick. I've been told that you got to be, you know, verified crack dealer, drug dealer in the streets, being out there, like that's gonna help. Like this shit is so crooked and backwards, man. You're supposed to be doing that to get up out of there, man. I grew up in a home that was filled with all of that, and I escaped it, and now I got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of trauma from that. Why would you want to keep going back to that? You know what I'm saying? Trying to pull my people out of that. So y'all know that part of the problem is that once the corporations got a hold of hip hop and they see how powerful it is, they want to mute the revolutionary positive hip hop, and they want to focus on promoting the negative because it's all about control. Because it's a part of the plan for them to continue to keep the system as is. They don't want to see change. They don't want to see black people or minorities rise up and figure out what they're doing as far as the class system and how to break out of it. Poverty, you know, that keeps the system running, man. Like they want the haves want to continue to be the haves, and the have-nots are going to continue to be where they are. And if the gap is growing wider and the middle class is becoming less and less, that's part of the plan. And with music, you know, they owned, I say they, you know, I don't know exactly the name of the person or who it is, but I know it's the powers that be. When you're talking about, I don't know, the word Illuminati, who, I don't know. It's not my word. It's something I read. I wasn't there. Conspiracy theories out there, but, you know, gangster rap was something that they, some of the higher ups at the labels, I don't know if they're Jewish or what, I don't know. That's what I heard. But, you know, the same people that own the private prisons, they wanted to keep them prisons filled. And a great way to do that would be to push only the negative aspects of hip hop, gangsterism, you know, all the negative stuff about women, and create broken homes and create more violent youth so they can go out there and commit crimes and go out there and you know, go to jail and work for free for the government. And that's the new slavery. It's been going on since the early 90s. That's when they made that plan to go ahead and invest in gangster rap and get rid of groups like X-Clan and you know, that empowerment type of music, Black Power type of music, Paris, people like that. How come? Where's that at? They don't promote that anywhere. I don't get no type of radio play. So, yeah, man, that's why I've been having this. What do you think? 510radio.com, man. I try to start my own label. So, I mean, my own radio station so that we can play some of that stuff. But, you know, it's just me and my homies and my, you know, DJ, whatever. We, you know, can't take over the world, just us. We need the help of the community. We need the support, and people gotta wake up, man. Quit being brainwashed and controlled, you know? Quit being brainwashed and controlled so easily by the type of stuff that they keep pushing down your throat, man. That negative stuff is toxic. You know, I ain't perfect. You know, I played along into it too, because, you know, these promoters telling, oh, you gotta make a song like this, it gotta sound like that. That's what's gonna make you hot, that's gonna make you sell. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, man, yeah, I'm about to choke this dude, you know what I mean? Like, who is this dude? Who are these people that ain't from the culture trying to tell you what kind of song to make? They're not even from the culture. They don't even know. You know, they weren't there. They, you know, in the streets, in the broken home that was, you know, I'll just say I don't like to keep going back to it, but you know, man, the '80s was bad, man. Drugs, crack epidemic. I'm from that. It was in my household. Trying to get away from it, and I'm not using that. There's no more excuses, man. Like I don't use that as a crutch, as an excuse for why I didn't make it this far, this and that, you know, because it can be done. You know, you wake up tomorrow with a positive mindset, you can make it through any adversity. So I know I've been ranting and rambling on, but I'm just trying to speak on what artists can do independently as an entrepreneur. What are we gonna do, you know, to go forward with the way that the industry is, with this robbery that they're doing with these streaming platforms that ain't paying like they're supposed to be paying. And it was better when we were able to sell CDs out the trunk. You still can do it, man. Get in your Uber, become an Uber driver, go out there and slang, man. That's one way. And you're getting paid while you're doing it, man. You can make $1,000 in the weekend off of the driving, and you sell like another 100 CDs times 10. That's another 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Just giving up the game, trying to help, man, because you know it's just another revenue stream for me. I'm good. You know, everybody good. And I'm trying to help and give out the game so people can get out of these bad circumstances that we in these days, man. Man, I don't know. It's been bad, man. Since COVID came in, and now it's an election year. The gas prices are high, and the real estate market's slow. You know, I don't claim to be a guru on finance or anything like that, but I know that you know, a lot of people being pushed out of their homes and about to foreclose and things like that. Some people are trying to sell their home, and it's not a good time, you know. And the prices ain't going down. The prices are going up everywhere. Inflation is high. Businesses closing. Man, they close In-N-Out. They close Taco Bell. They're closing. They're closing Targets everywhere. You know, I'm just thinking about around the East Bay and Oakland. Man, my favorite burger place, 2 of them closed. The counter, man. That was a few years ago in Walnut Creek. Best burger in the whole East Bay to me, man. And now the one in Fremont closed. Like, damn. I gotta go all the way to San Jose to get me a burger, man. Like, that's crazy. But it's just a sign of the times, man. So right now is a good time for y'all to learn a new skill, man. You gotta pivot sometime, you know. Like I said, I was doing Uber and Lyft as my album came out, and I was doubling my money because I was promoting myself. My followers jumped up from like 50, 60,000. I'm at 151,000 on Instagram right now. And I ain't that big a deal. I'm just local Renz, man, whatever, from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? I think I could be a lot bigger, but I don't sell my soul, and I ain't thirsty like that. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, man, like, if you gotta learn a new skill, don't feel shame in, like, maybe doing a trade, man. Like, I know a lot of contractors, general contractors, plumbers, HVAC. Y'all don't know, I connect with a lot of these people on business, man, and some of them millionaires, man. Like, this is what it is. Like, females out there thinking, oh yeah, I want a man who's a boss and then this and that and working in something professional and all, you know, with a suit on. And man, some of them cats be broke, man, making 50, 60K a year. While I know a dude that's in landscaping making like 20 G's, 30 G's a month. You know what I'm saying? Don't look down on people because of what the perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for some, in that some people that made it big in entertainment, they have something like that going on. You know, they have a business. You know, like, everything ain't what you think, man. And some of the people that are successful, they are working a lot harder than the ones that ain't. You know, when I was doing that, I was getting up at 3 a.m. and I was out. You know, bam. You know, then it was during the basketball season, I was also going to practice. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my drive and hustle. You know, it's not that I'm out here just thirsty and trying to work so hard, or else shit, I'm gonna be on the street. Never that, man, because you know I was good. There was a transition in my relationship to where this person was paying half of the mortgage, and now I pay the whole thing. But now it's all good, man, because you know, like I said, as a hustler, you find a way to solve the problem, and it's taken care of, man. You know, everything's good. But the thing about it is, man, I know a lot of people that are struggling, and they got too much pride to learn something new or to do something they think is beneath them. Go on TikTok right now and see how many people are whining, crying, and looking very, very soft and weak. You know, the way I grew up, it was, you can't just show weakness, man. Like, it's just embarrassing, man, especially as a man. It's not masculine. You figure it out and you solve the problem and you get out there and make it happen. So what I'm trying to do, like I said, the doors is open with my business. I'm always looking for people that are hustlers, that got drive, you know. So you can DM, tap in, and I'll give you a little bit of game, but down the road it's gonna be a course, you know, that y'all can tap into and utilize the knowledge that I done already acquired out there hustling, and hopefully it'll help you get to where you trying to go. So don't be ashamed, man. You gotta do DoorDash, you gotta do Uber, Lyft, you gotta do work construction, and then your rap dream or whatever is on the side. Don't worry, man. Just you can put it in and put a little by little, take baby steps, but make sure you ain't out here starving and begging on the at the stoplight like I'm seeing out here, man, because it's getting crucial. You know, it's serious. Out here in the Bay, man, all nationwide, and the migrants coming in to take all y'all spots, man, everybody's spot, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's by design, you know. It's by design. It's been, as far as black people, is less in the Bay Area because we getting replaced. Jobs ain't hiring. If you looking, there's people from other countries taking over the Tri-Valley. They used to be more like white, you know what I mean? Now it's, you know, a lot of Indians. I'm not knowing, there's no race, it's not a racist bone in my body, man, but I'm just speaking on what's happening. They knowing about tech, software, mobile apps, and all that, you know. We got to step up and learn things we got to get to that next level, man, whatever it is, because sometimes if sports and entertainment and traditional things that you were trying to do ain't working, then you're going to have to pivot and learn something else. Like AI is the future. Tech, software is the future. But it's going to be even better for you if you create your own lane in there. Because the big companies, Facebook, Google, whatever, they all laying off, you know. They ain't tripping. The people fired and at home and thinking that they're going to find something similar. Well, right now, like I from what I've been looking at, what I've been hearing, what I've been seeing, nah, man, they all cutting back. You're gonna have to be creative and figure it out. You know, start a business. That's my recommendation, man. Start a business, something that you can teach your kids how to do, pass down to them. You know what I'm saying? When it's your time to go, you know, leave a legacy, man. So yeah. Yeah, I was just speaking on how the world is changing, man, you know, especially for artists, you know, with AI and a lot of things going on in the industry, making it a lot harder. You know, Spotify is making it harder for artists to make money. So you got to pivot sometime out there. And it's 2024, the whole economy is a bad economy. All these businesses closing, and people got to have multiple hustles, man. And I spoke on a good way for artists to get out there is just go ahead and drive for Uber or Lyft, man, and you can promote your music, sell the CDs directly to the consumer. Have a conversation and make a lifetime fan. You know what I'm saying? I did that during the promo rollout of my latest album, and just adding to my revenue streams with the marketing company and the record label and all that. But for people in general, it's tough, and not everybody's built for that. So what do you think about like college degree and what does that even mean, man? Like what you were sold growing up, and how is that even looked at now, especially as a black man, a former athlete, a 6'4", big black man? How are you perceived now, even with that degree? Let me know.
The society doesn't look at you any different, guys. It's unfortunate sometimes. You get put out of situations without reason. The good old boy syndrome of a lot of the other folks that are involved in, life after a degree. Yeah, a lot of things are designed for their success twofold more so than people of color. And the good thing about what you said is that people of color are making ways for themselves with respect to like starting their own businesses, finding ways to get their points of view out there on certain topics that mean a lot to society, leveraging skills. A lot of us have skills that not every other entity is going to be able to put out there on the table, that can come naturally, can be genuine, can be honest, cannot have fake stories or anecdotes about their past experience in history, and some of those stories can get real deep. And the emotions behind them can spark all kind of other issues. Now, the controversy behind all that, I think, is where a lot of people are making way. So if they can find that, then there's hope for a lot of us to be able to express those kinds of creativities and honest opinions and stroke the attention of many people that may feel the same way. It's just who's willing to listen. Who's willing to, like, what makes anybody different, like in terms of for example, the podcast game, right? What's different between anybody else and, say, Shannon Sharp, for example, who is really successful right now? He's paved his way. What would you say? He's paved his way, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but how has he done it? Because would you agree, like, the skills that he's put on display, there's no doubt, because you played, there's no doubt a lot of that came from his experience as a player. Right. His experience with talking to the media, his experience with going to school and actually getting a degree. He leveraged it there, but not everybody's fortunate enough to weed through the cracks of the politics and the bureaucracy.
Right.
So that all comes back to, you get a degree, now you got to deal with the bureaucracy. Now you got to deal with the politics. Now you got to deal with the racism.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about not only that, these platforms are enslaving creators, artists, podcasters, whatever you call yourself. You go on YouTube, they're taking like 99% of the revenue, man. It's crazy. So even if you want to start your own thing, you got an uphill battle. I'm talking to people about like going directly to the public, but that ain't as easy, man. Like, okay, you
Mhm.
can sell CDs one by one, $10 a pop, but that's like trying to conquer Mount Everest, man, if you want to make a living off of that, so you got to have more than one hustle. That's the name of the game for me. My whole life, really, just alphabet hustle. But it's exhausting, man. And you see other people, they made it to a level like a Diddy, but now it's all coming out what they had to do to get there, man. And I'm glad I ain't. It ain't even worth it. All money ain't good money, man. I'd rather be, stable with my family and, have a steady business going like I got, and be able to have peace of mind. I don't even think I would want to be that big, but like finding out, the other side of how people made it is shocking. And, I've always heard the rumors and all that, but it's just like, you know what, man, if you just keep God first, keep your family first, God and family, and just do what you do and find a trade that people need. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll give you the best.
Mm-hmm. The trade.
Yeah,
the trade that people need is key.
Don't be ashamed.
There's a problem to solve. There's all kind of problems though.
Yeah.
Everybody, all races got problems. And if you can address some of those through certain skills, like we know folks, me and you do specifically, that are capable of this. How does it all come together? Is the quadratic equation. I think a lot of people get stuck out there in their own way too in the world, and so some cases that can hold some people back. And in a lot of cases, it's their own doing. Once you're able to look yourself in the mirror sometimes, and as a people, I think we start needing to have that conversation where it's just uplifting each other. Enough of the hate, bro. Enough of the hate. Why? Like this is a race. This is a race between races. If you really want to think about it like that, we losing, man.
Oh yeah. Look what happened in the 925 area, man. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, man. Like, they done took over with the software game and all that. They done come in here and uprooted a lot of people. And the people that was here first didn't take advantage of that. Maybe for the most part. Some people, we should have been coding, man, and like learning tech and software and all that shit. That's where the money is, man. Like, but no, we got sold the dream of sports and entertainment and all that, and yeah, we got into it. But seems like there's a trick bag at the end of the rainbow or whatever. It's like now they got AI. Now they're not paying as much as they used to pay. The CDs ain't it. The streaming, actors ain't getting paid what they used to because of streaming. So if you were the lucky few that made it to the NBA, well, God bless you. You were blessed. You made it to the NFL. That's a blessing, And I'm not telling people to not go for that, but like when you look back at it, yeah, you did need a backup plan. I'm lucky to be able to have the best of both worlds right now. But I'm just thinking about the other people, the generation that's coming after us. We try to mentor, at eastbaykings and all that, try to teach them the game. But, just in our community is like a lot of people don't want to listen. They don't want to take direction, instruction, because there's a lot of fatherless homes, like my home,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to listen to anybody. I didn't want to figure out on my own. But that's how we keep working hard and not smart. Harder and not smarter, making it a lot harder for us someone could give you a shortcut, but you looking at him like he's competition, or you want to hate on him. You don't want to bow down to no other man, but you just holding yourself back. We're here to help you. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot of that, man. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Everybody wants to be the man, but nobody wants to learn under anybody else. And there's a lot of hating going on. So because of that, like, you know, black folks in the Bay Area are getting replaced. You know, they're getting pushed out, and you know, in the major metro areas like Oakland and San Francisco is totally gentrified. That's going to continue. It's going to keep spreading. It's going to keep spreading east, and eventually, you know, I'm talking to folks like they're just going to leave California. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people that you talk to, let me ask you this question. A lot of people you talk to there, in that respect, right? How many of their kids are aligned to go to college, are focused to go to college to get that degree? Like, that's what initially what we talked about here. So how many of those kids are actually even looking at that now, you know? I don't think that many are.
Well, I mean, that is the old way, just like marriage is it's like the old thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't really have the answer. It's just like a gamble, you know. Like you could be a rich content creator or a podcaster or a live streamer. Like they see that. That's another like get rich quick money. And I can't lie, I even, you know, I'm podcasting, I'm adding that to the revenue stream, you know, but it's like, we getting beat in the race, you know, in the Bay Area. Like I said, like certain races come in and they master it while we over here fighting with each other. You know, we over here, you know, California in general, man, like it's still a lot of the same old thing going on as far as black on black crime, and a lot of the businesses in the company that I'm running, you know, there's a lot of Latinos coming in that want to spend money with me, man, and you know, I'm helping them. But where's the black businesses? There's not many. I had one, and dude don't even want to answer the phone. He don't want to pay his bill, man. Like it's like, come on, man. Like I'm over here helping you, giving you a discount, helping you grow, but they don't, you know, he don't understand the process of how it works. So it's like, I don't know if it's education or just animosity towards another black man. They don't want to do business. We don't do business with each other. Think we're trying to hustle each other. It's not even that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that. I think you hit one of the words there on the nose. Is the animosity. A lot of animosity because you go back to the father in the home not instilling the discipline to avoid the animosity, to be bigger than that, to give props to your brother, you know?
Yeah. Nothing changed, man. Like we a part of the solution. I'm trying to be a part of the solution out here. You know, spreading blessings and you know, I'm trying to do God's work out here, man. You for real, man. Like, we're gonna keep everything going as far as that we want to. That the intention is there. You know, I don't know the future, but you know, 510radio.com. You know, like to expand that. Get on some new platforms. Try to get new people to be in the community. I'm thinking maybe Twitch might be the next thing we may do, and merge that with eastbaykings, the way we can live stream events, you know, whether it's radio station events or even just in studio activities, you know, live shows, the basketball team, you know, the practices and games. You know, I think I could do a better job with that. It's a lot on my plate. We got to get better as overall, man. On the court, it wasn't. We started out with a whole lot of talent and a lot of what I'll say high hopes, and then it just didn't come together. It fell apart. So I want people, without the support of y'all, the community, and the go-getters, the people that actually, you know, they're gonna stand by what they say, and with their actions, the actions gonna speak louder than the words, man. Like, you know, you can say this and you can front in the beginning and act like you're gonna follow through and you really want to do it, but once you see how hard the work is, and then you shy away and you just eventually blow away like a dandelion in the wind, man. And you know, people just disappear and adversity too tough, and they, you know, but only the strong survive, man. And that's what it is, man. I try to continue to stand strong and keep these projects going, and hopefully, you know, people accept and appreciate the opportunity and look at it as a blessing, man. So any artists want to get the music played, you know, you can go ahead and send it 510-FODENT@gmail.com. You know, we do have some, you know, for local businesses that want to get promotion, also send a DM or go ahead and reach out. You know, for East Bay Kings, there hasn't been any tryouts dates set yet. Some things we got to work through to figure out to make this year happen. I want to. You know, I don't want to stop playing. That's the one thing that feels great, man. I feel great out there on the court. But, you know, it's not all about me. I want to build a good team, an organization, and help somebody get to the next level, man. Whatever that may be. Maybe it's a big time team overseas in China or Europe, or maybe it's the G League. You know, opportunity is there, man. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you the man, then people gonna be flying in to see you, and, you know, come to the games and lined up around the corner to try to recruit you, man. And that's how it is. Like, you know. But if you don't put in the effort, you don't even post where the game is gonna be, you know. How they gonna find you, man? You don't even post about the team. You know what I'm saying? Or repost the flyer of the game. And if we don't got no fans at the game, then, you know, the ownership is gonna close down the team, man. We got zero revenue. You know, it's already a non-profit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a community effort. It's a community effort for everybody. You know, for all these things that I'm pushing independently. I'm not funded by any major sponsor right now, or any major label, you know. But I got a lot to give, a lot of knowledge to give, a lot of experience to pass down to y'all, and you know, it's got to be a two-way thing, you know. It's gotta be effort on both sides. So again, we want to keep these things going. I appreciate those who continue to follow the music. I got some new videos coming, you know, and hopefully we'll be able to continue on with this year, another season of ABA, and we'll keep y'all updated on the Instagram, man. So yeah, once again, it's your boy Renz, Julian signing out. East Bay Kings podcast on 510radio.com. We'll see y'all next time. Oh yeah, I want y'all to go ahead and stop by the shop, cause some brand new drip just dropped, just in time for the summer. eastbaykings.com.